side with those arms again, going down to our toes and bring those hips, those glutes forward each time. Beautiful. And the other thing I want you to focus on is squeezing those shoulder blades back a little bit when you come up tall, when you're squeezing your glutes. Okay, so next one, we're gonna go over to the side and then rotate. So open up our side body here. That opposite leg can travel, or opposite arm can travel down my leg. Try and get a little bit more range of motion each time you press through these. Good, good, good. We're gonna do one more each side. I keep coming to you guys from different locations each day. Today I'm in the living room. On Monday I was in the closet. Been using Aaron's studio as well. All right, stand up tall. Okay, so I want you to go down, and I really want you to be deliberate in this squat about keeping your hands out in front of you. So again, we're turning those shoulders on, making them work. So straight out in front of you for this squat. And try not to reach forward. I want you to keep your shoulder blades locked back and down on your spine, okay? Good, straight out in front of you. Couple more here. Last one. Okay, up tall. We're just gonna do some forward circles with our arms. And think every 3, 4 of these, we're gonna make that circle a little bit bigger. So I'm eventually gonna get to like almost like full butterfly stroke. So a little bit bigger now. Good. Now we're really opening up. And again, try not to let those shoulders reach really far forward, okay? And then as big as we can. And then come back. Now we're going to reverse it. So go the opposite direction. I'm going backwards now. So again, we're starting small, and then we're going to get bigger with these. So every couple of strokes, make your circle a teeny bit bigger. Good, good, good. Okay, keep getting bigger. We're going backwards now. Those of you that are jumping in, opening up. And then get into my biggest distance with my arms. Good. Okay, another shoulder opener for us. So you're going to come down. You're going to let your shoulders collapse. I'm going to dig my arm into my knee and then open my chest, stack my shoulders. Come back down and switch sides. So dig my back of my tricep into my knee, open, 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 and then dive back down. So you may feel a nice little stretch across your low back here, especially if you're anchoring in that tricep. So we should feel that muscle, that stretch across the bottom portion of our QLs. Those muscles that wrap around our low back. Let's go one more each side. Beautiful. Okay, come to the edge of your mat. We're going to do a couple of inchworms here. So fold forward. You're going to walk your hands all the way up to a plank position. We're going to do a push-up here. And then walk your hands back to your toes. Ideally, you get a little bit of a hamstring stretch. Stand up tall at each of these, okay? I'm going to take these nice and slow. We are going to, in our first strength today, we're going to do a variation of this inchworm. A little bit more of a shoulder press intensive rather than a push-up. Okay, last one. Pull forward. Walk those hands out. Full push-up. And then walk on back. Okay. Last one we're going to do, so I want you to do a hinge. We're going to work on keeping that back neutral as opposed to that last one we were letting it go into flexion. So roll those shoulder blades back, and we're going to turn those hamstrings on a little bit here. So you should feel your hamstrings as you come down. Keep that shin perpendicular to the ground, so don't let your knees dive too far forward. And again, any of those that you are jumping in late, we have more of an upper body strength today. Got some shoulder pressing, some chest pressing before we get into our conditioning. Okay? Once you go 3 more of those hinges, I'm gonna check in, see who's joined us. Make sure you guys can hear me. Hi from Laramie. Awesome. So I know that I said some of you guys I don't know, so reach out to me. Tell me your name. Give Core Pilates some feedback where you're working out. And I had some clients from Monday show me their workout spots, which I really enjoyed. So I want to get to know you guys, even if it's virtually. So 3 different movements to start here. First one is going to be we're going to do some push-ups. So with this push-up, if you need to drop to your knees, you always can, always an option for us here. The full motion is going to be push-up, and then we're going to do this arm raise. So from this angle, and you guys, I'm just going to show you all of these, so don't feel free to relax for a second. So push up, arm raise. When I do that arm raise, try not to let your body shift all over the place. So we're going to go 4 of those each side. From there, we're going to do our inchworms. So you're going to walk out, and then as we walk back, as high as we can get, that's where we're going to do our shoulder press from. So the further out you are, a little bit easier it's going to be. The more upright you are, the harder it's going to be. And then lastly, we're going to go 30 seconds of a plank walk. So from our elbows and up, back to our elbows. So that last one's going to be for time. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So push-ups are going to be the first one. If you need to go to your knees on your push-ups, you totally can. So from this push-up, I'm going to go full push-up. Raise my right arm with intention. Push up, left arm. I'm going to rotate through these. And again, think about your hips and shoulders staying nice and squared up. So we're going 8 total. So again, if you need to make that adjustment to go to your knees, by all means, do so. Got a little shoulder burner for us to start today. Okay, last one here. Beautiful. Now we're going to do our walkouts on the mat. And I'm just turning my angles just so you guys can see here. So I'm going to walk out, walk back, shoulder press, walk my hands back out. So we got 4 of these. Okay. That's number 2 for me. Walk those hands back out. Shoulder press. 1 more. Okay. Beautiful. Now we're going to go to that plank, 30 seconds of our plank walks. So starting with our elbows, coming up with straight arms. Again, we're trying to keep our bum from jiggling, keeping our belly nice and tight. Good. And again, those shoulders are going to get fatigued. That's what we're looking for today. So don't be afraid if you're feeling that already. We're going to give you a little bit of shoulder release in between each round. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Good. So from here, I want you to sink back into a little child's pose or rest position. And just rotate a little bit side to side. And then once you come out of that, I'm just going to shake those shoulders out. I'm already feeling after that first round. We got more than 1 though. So again, make those adjustments to your knees for the push-ups if you need to, and then control how far you come up in that handstand. So second round coming at you, push up to arm raise. So I'm going to change my angle on you. So nice and tight in this plank, and then rotate arms. So push up, and bring that arm nice and high. Ideally, that's a straight line from the tips of your fingers back to your heel. 1 more each side. Last one. Beautiful. Okay, get ready. Stand up tall. We're going to our inchworms with the shoulder press. So I'm going to fold forward, lock my hands out. Now I'm going to try and come a little bit taller with this shoulder press, and that's okay if those heels start to leave the ground on that shoulder press. Think about keeping those elbows in nice and tight. Don't let them flare way out from your knees. So that's 2. We got 2 more. Exhale as you press out of that shoulder press. 1 more. Beautiful. Okay, 30 seconds in our plank walks. And I'm going to show you one more adjustment on the next round for some push-ups. If this is already starting to get to you guys, okay? Ready, set, and go for it. And on these plank walks, make sure you're not always coming up and down on the same side, okay? You want to be able to rotate back and forth from right to left. I know I have a little bit harder coming up on my left side, so I'm going to try and get an extra rep or 2 on that side. We are under 10 seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, sit back into a rest position. Each time through this, I'm going to give you a little bit more rest. Again, I like to rotate through this child's pose, just shaking those shoulders out a little bit. And then if you like these little, call them what I used to do before swimming practice, just loosen those shoulders back up. You get a little tight today. We'll do a little bit of, in our accessory movement at the end, we're going to do some back openers. Okay, so real quick before we go into round 3, if you have any sort of raised surface in your house, like a couch, I can do my push-ups from here, and that'll also help you scale. So in these next 2-3 rounds here, if you need a little bit easier of an option, always a good thing to try. Okay, round 3 coming at you. Push up to shoulder raise. I'm going to face the camera and all these. We're going 4 each side. Okay, full push up if you can. Go to your knees if you need to. Go to that raised surface if you need to. And again, I want you to alternate, but keep that belly nice and tight so you're not rotating all over the place. And last one. Good. Okay, stand up nice and tall. Going to those inchworms. So I'm going to walk my hands out just to a straight plank. No push up here. As I walk back in, again, the higher you go, and the closer you get your head to the ground, the harder you're going to make that shoulder press. 2 down, 2 to go. Last one here. And get that good exhale as you press out of that shoulder press. Beautiful. Okay, 30 seconds in our plank. Again, we'll fire all the way through this round. Fatigue those shoulders, and then you have rest. Okay, ready, set, and go for it. Again, make sure you're not favoring one side. Rotate each time, or do 15 seconds on each. That's about 15 seconds right there. Under 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and good. Drop those hips back into that child's pose. Head through that window and relax. Shake your shoulders out in any manner. I want to just check back in. Make sure there's no problems hearing me. See who's back in. Hi, Denise. Hi, Shelby. I don't know you. Hi, Helen. Appreciate you guys hopping in. So, round number 4 coming at you. Push up to arm raise, okay? Again, find that raised surface on your knees, whatever you need. 4 each side. Push up, arm raise, nice and straight. Push up, arm raise. It's halfway, 4 more. Good, I'm starting to fatigue. Round number 4 we're at already. Okay? Come up tall. I'm gonna give my shoulders a quick shake here. So we go into our walkout, walk back, and then shoulder press. Walk back out, nice straight plank, and shoulder press. And start to know where your range of motion's at that shoulder press. So make it challenging. but don't get stuck there. Don't drop to your head. Don't want that. Last one. Come back out, okay? 30 seconds in our walking plank. Keep that bum and belly nice and tight. Ready, set, and go for it. Make sure you're rotating sides. Favorite one, squeeze your bum, put your belly button to your spine, lock that midline down. Got 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Good. Back in those child's pose. I'm going to give you your most amount of rest because we only have one more round, okay? And these should be kind of accumulating. Shoulders are definitely getting tired. Shake those arms out. Big shoulder rolls. And reverse them. Quick water if you want it. And then we're going to be going into our final round. Okay, last one. Sticking with 4 reps on these first 2 movements. The first one's 4 reps aside. Push up to arm raise. Here we go. Last round, guys. Last round. Halfway, 4 more here. Right and left. Good. Up tall. Shake those shoulders out. Last round. Try and get your shoulder presses as much of a range of motion as you can. So come up nice and tall. Last round, challenge yourself. It's only 4 reps, okay? So if you do the first 2 and think you got a bigger range of motion than the last 2, do it. Don't cut yourself short. Last one. Okay, lock it. Drop those knees down for the last 30 seconds of our plank walks here. We're done with our first little segment. Okay, starting on those forearms. We're gonna go in 3, 2, and here we go. Up, up, down, down. Halfway. 15 down, 15 to go. Good, good, good. All the way through it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Good. Sink back into that child's pose again. Again, I like to rotate side to side, peeking my head or my eyes underneath each armpit. Loosen everything back up. Okay. Shake those shoulders up. Good time to get a little water if you'd like it. And I'm going to go over our movements for our little circuit today, okay? So circuit is going to be 30 seconds a piece. You have 4 different working movements, and then your 5th round is 30 seconds of rest. So again, totally fine. Get your water. I'm just going to demo the movements just so you have an idea before we jump into it. So first one, probably our most complicated. So you're going to come back, kind of like a get up, get down, knee, knee, bear crawl, lateral across, drop your knees, up, up, down, down, lateral bear crawl. So going all the way your knees, all the way tall with your hips, back down, hands down, raise your knees, and then working across. So we'll go back and forth for 30 seconds. Second movement, okay? You a lunge, 1, 2, drive that knee into your hand. 1, 2, drive that knee into your hand. I'll switch those each round. So you're going all 30 seconds on one side, and the next round we'll go over the opposite leg. Number 3, working on those shoulders again. We're going what I call plank saws. So from here, you're coming up and down. We've done a lot with that shoulder today, so really make sure that we're getting our lats engaged. So when you come up, squeeze your arm away from your head, so we're engaging that lat muscle, giving those deltoids a little bit of break, okay? And then the last one, finally, is we're gonna be alternating between full squat, squat, jump, squat, squat, jump, okay? 4 different movements. If that first round takes you a little bit to get into, that's totally fine, okay? First motion is our stand to lateral bear crawl. Get my timers out here. All right, guys, everybody ready? Better be. We're coming in 10. And get one more quick sip of water. And let's do this. Who else we got real quick? All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. So from standing, kneel, kneel, hands down, lift the knees, lateral bear crawl. Up, up, down, down, hands down, lift the knees, and over. Up, up, down, down, hands, lift the knees, and over. Up, up, down, down, lateral bear crawl. Good. And we'll pick up the pace on these as we go on. 3, 2, and good. So lunge, pulse, pulse, knee drive. Lunge, pulse, pulse, knee drive. Good. So I have my left knee forward this round. Next round, I'm going to be on my right. If you flip-flop that for whatever reason, just make sure it's on your mind so we're not repeating sides. I don't think that your leg's going to want to repeat this one next time. 3, 2, and then good. Our plank saw, so down to the ground. Up, squeeze those lats through. And when you come down, don't let your belly, your hips come below parallel. Ideally, I'd have you up a little bit higher, okay? And again, as you're coming back, stacking those shoulders over your elbows, push through those lats, okay? Push those elbows away from your head. 3, 2, good. Last one, back up tall. Squat, squat, jump. Squat, squat, jump. Nice and soft. Out of that squat jump into your next squat. Be explosive. Last round before your first round of rest. Or I should say last movement. Full squat, squat jump. Ready? And rest. Nice work, guys. So first round down, I know we have some compound movements in there. You got 30 seconds of rest, and we're going back to our bear crawl variation. One round down. Nice work, guys. As these movements get comfortable with you, if you can move a little bit faster, that plank saw is probably our most controlled movement though. So hit the other ones hard. Coming back in 5, 4, 3, 2, good. Both knees down, hands down, lift the knees. Lateral crawl. Plant the knees, up, up, down, down. Lift the knees, lateral bear crawl. Up, up, down, down. Lateral bear crawl. And again, once you get that sequence down, you can pick it up a little bit. Don't slam your knees into the ground though. Be in control. 3, 2, good. Come on up. Right leg out in front for me. Lunge, pulse, pulse. Drive that knee. Lunge, pulse, pulse. Drive that knee. Good job, guys. I'm a little quiet here. Already catching up on round 2. We got 6 today. Pull that knee up, pulse. Really drive into that hand, almost like you were getting a bad guy in the chin. And plank size, okay? Right down to the ground. Hips high, squeeze those lats. We should start to feel this in our belly Ideally, this is going to not be too much in our shoulders, especially after the big shoulder circuit that we did. So like I said, get those big lat muscles to engage, squeezing those shoulder blades down your spine, away from your ears. 3, 2, up tall. One more time. Squat, squat, jump. Full squat, squat, jump. Full squat, squat, jump. Keep that chest tall as you come up. Okay, and hips all the way through at the top of that regular squat. Good, good, good. Last one before you rest. 3, 2, and rest. Nice work, guys. Again, hopefully you got the movements down. That's 2 rounds down. We got 30 seconds off. 6 of them. 6 of them. 2 down. 4 to go. Let's do it, guys. Happy Wednesday. Hump day. 10 seconds. Bear crawl. With some more speed this time. Ready? 3, 2, and go. Both knees down. Plant the hands. Lift the knees. And across. Up, up, down, down. Every time, lift the knees in that bear crawl. Up, up, down, down. Lateral bear crawl. It's kind of fun, get creative with these motions. You tell me if they ever get too silly. I want to keep it fresh for you guys. Not having equipment. Good. Left knee forward. Lunge, pulse, pulse. Drive that knee up into your hands. Good. 2 pulses. Knee up tall. If I was in the next room, I would want to be hearing your knee drive into your hands, okay? With some force, being really deliberate to squeeze that standing glute forward. You're going to the mat right after this one. Okay, to the mat. Plank saws. Hips high, hips down, squeeze your lats. So if you've ever done the motion like a lat pull over or lat pull down, hopefully you know where that muscle is and you're getting it to properly engage, giving your shoulders a little rest here. 3, 2, okay, back up tall, squat, squat, jump. Kim, Black, you better still be with me. Full squat, squat, jump. Karen is one of my wonderful clients in Jackson here, but she spent some overtime out in California, so I'm a little jealous that she has sunshine going on right now. Good, and squat jump. Rest. Halfway, 3 rounds down, 3 to go. 30 seconds of rest. Time to grab a little water. Shake it out. You guys are halfway, nice work. 15 seconds, halfway through our rest. Going back to our bear crawl sequence. Jen Sparks, how you doing? A lot of shoulder today. Hope you're being smart about it. 3, 2, and go. Knee, knee, hand, hand. Lift the knees. Come on over. All the way to tall. Both knees down. And lift the knees. And if you were here with me, I think almost exactly a week ago, try and stay nice and level on that bear crawl. So try not to have your hips and butt way up in the air. Let's go, guys. Pick up the pace a little bit. Pick up the pace. Back down. Good. Right knee forward for me. Lunge, pulse, drive. Pulse, pulse, drive. Again, I want some force into both those hands. We should be squeezing our right glute forward now as we come up to that standing position. Keep your chest nice and tall in those lunges. 3, 2, into the mat, plank size. Exhale should happen as you're stacking your shoulders over your elbows. Inhale, butt up. Exhale, hips lower. 3, 2, up tall, squat, squat, jump. Last 30 seconds. Full squat, squat, jump. Full squat, squat, jump. Let's go, guys. Last one before you rest. Bum squeezes forward at the top. Get those hips all the way through, especially on the squat jump. That's your power. That's how you get that height, is the extension. We're bringing your hips forward and rest. 4 down, 2 to go. Over the hump. Let's do it. Hand Wednesday hard. Anybody else hop on in? Kim has mentioned this to us. Kim's still here. Good. Love it. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Back to our bear crawl sequence. Down, down. Ready, set, and go. Both knees up. Plant the hands. Lift the knees and over. Knees set down. Both knees come up. I'm going to pick up a little bit more speed on this one, okay? You should too, as long as you're slamming your knees into the ground, okay? Second to last round here. Let's hit them hard. Let's hit them hard. See how many lengths you can get back and forth on that mat. Left knee forward, lunge, pulse, pulse, drive that knee up. Pulse, pulse, drive that knee up. Nice work, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Knee to 90. Keep that chest tall. Shoulders back. Shoulders should stay pretty much over your hips. Don't let them dive over that front knee. Ready to the mat in 3, 2, to the mat. Plank size. Exhale as you come back down. Inhale, hips high. I'm breathing. You guys should be breathing. Kim, you're at sea level. You should be able to work harder than the rest of us. 3, 2, we're gonna be up tall into our squat sequence. Here we go. Full squat and squat jump. Hips forward, extension of those hips. 15 seconds. Land nice and soft out of your squat jumps, okay? You're gonna downstairs neighbor. I said it before. They shouldn't be able to hear you. And rest. 5 down, 1 to go. Final round. Oh, who's late to the party? If you guys are coming late, remember you can always jump in or it's saved for 24 hours, okay? So go back to the story afterwards. You can rewatch for 24 hours. And it'll also be up on YouTube. 5 seconds. Final round. 1 of each. Ready, set, go. Down, down. Lateral bear crawl with some speed now. Plant the knees up, up, down, down. Come on, guys. Finish it strong here. Finish it strong. Nice and level with those hips as you come across with some speed now. With some speed. 3, 2, good. Lunge pulse. Okay, pulse, pulse. I'm finishing with my right leg forward. Last round. Don't let that front knee collapse in. Okay, keep driving it out towards your pinky toe. Here we go. Keep that belly tight. I almost lost my balance on one of those. Keep going. 3, 2, and to the mat. Plank size. You got a minute of work, guys. Wait all the way through the end. All the way through the end. Exhale as your bum comes down. Almost there. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and up tall. Okay. Squat, squat, jump. Let's go. Finish it. 30 seconds of work. Stand all the way tall at each squat. I think I pulsed a couple earlier on in the workout. Got my lunge and squat mixed up. Hips forward every time. You're under 10 seconds. Let's go. Make these last couple squat jumps big. 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Excellent, guys. Excellent. That was a good one. Again, give me feedback on these. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. Tell me what you want to see more of. If you got equipment at home that you want to see used, let's do it. Gallon of milk. I'm kind of thinking that one's coming up. Let your heart rate come down. Breathe. Hard stuff's out of the way. Like I said, we're going to finish with some back openers, okay? We've kind of done some internally rotating with our strength today. So I'm going to open you guys back up, okay? But give you guys 2-3 minutes here. Let everything relax back down. Like I said, nice work, okay? Hard stuff's done. Hard stuff's done. So all you will need is just some space. If you got a partner by you, we are going to be having our arms quite wide, but if you had the whole mat to yourself for the rest of the workout, you should be just fine. Anybody not ready? Jen Sparks, how you holding up? Whole family should be in that room, right? All right, guys. All right, let's do 30 more seconds of rest. We want to be recovered. Heart rate doesn't need to be super high for these. So who's talking to me here? Kim lost me. Come on back, Kim. We're still here. We're still here. We've just been resting, so it's all good. So we're going to do a couple different arm sequences here. And again, it's a good way to get those muscles in our back engaged, open back up. So we're going to start the first one with a squat. So you're going to put your hands with your palms forward. I'm going to scoot back just a touch. My hands are more in the frame. Okay, hands high. You're going to come into a squat. We're going to go 5 of these. Nice and slow. Try and keep your hands as straight up as you can. So at the bottom of your squat, they're finishing over the arch of your foot, or as close as you can to it. You're going to get some tightness probably in your thoracic spine, the middle of your back. And that's what we're looking for here, okay? We're looking for those spinal erectors to be turned on. Last one. Good. So now, hands together. And we're just going to hinge over our hips. Hands are in this T position and just folding forward. But I'm never losing the tension of my shoulder blades into my spine. So we're going to feel that rear deltoid turn on a little bit. Hinging forward. Good. And then last one, we're going to stay in that hinge. And then you're going to airplane your arms. And we're going to pulse back. So like you're trying to drive the ceiling straight up. And again, your chest should be as open as you possibly can in all these. You can make these easy by being lazy down here. I'm not really feeling anything. But if you really push those arms straight back, you lock your triceps up, you're going to get a lot more out of this. And again, this should kind of accumulate. The more we do them, the more we pulse. So we're still pulsing these airplane arms. I'm dripping sweat from my workout. Okay, now we're going to go to a kneeling position. So you're going to push your hips back. Your hands are still overhead now. So we're going back to that first position that we were in our squats. So straight up and down. And again, try to peel those shoulders away from your front of your face. So pulling your shoulders away from your nose, back from your ears, however you want to visualize it. And I'm kind of popping my bum out. Now I'm going to go to my T position and hold. I'm dropping my chest a little bit forward in this T position, but I'm still keeping that chest nice and open. That back should start to be fatiguing right now. And just breathe, okay? I'm gonna drop my chest just a tad more and then go for our airplane arm pulse, okay? Again, don't lose that tension. Don't let those hands get too far forward. The entire time, my hands are staying above my butt. So my wrist kind of starts at butt level, and then I'm gonna get even higher from there in my pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, good. Relax. Okay, I'm gonna do a couple shoulder rolls facing you guys. So big shoulder rolls, just releasing some of that tension that we've created. Go up towards my ear, and you should feel that tension from your spine to your shoulder blades. That muscle is called our rhomboid. We should have been turning it on the whole time in that little sequence. We're gonna come back again. We got 2 more rounds though, guys. So all the way up tall again. These are ones that I don't like to do in particular, but I know that they're good for me. So hands nice and high, palms are facing forward, wide stance, okay? And again, try not to let those hands drop forward here. So think about, I'm gonna steal the analogy from Aaron and Pilates, that you're moving in between 2 panes of glass with your hands in particular. So you're trying to come as straight up and down as possible. We're gonna do 1 more. Good. Knees together. I'm gonna show you this angle. Now, we're just hinging over those hips. So notice how my back isn't rounding forward, and you shouldn't allow it to. If you're really engaged in this position, it should force our back to stay what I call in a neutral position. So none of those vertebrae are rounding or flexing forward. Beautiful. Okay, now go into our hold, flip those palms towards the ceiling, and now do our airplane pulse here. So the rest of my body is staying still as I'm pulsing up towards the ceiling. Good, 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 good. 5, 4, 3, 2, good. Okay, so drop to your knees. Straight from this angle this time. So you're gonna drop your hips back. I'm gonna reach tall. And again, I'm just holding, trying to pull my biceps slightly behind my ears here. We're just holding this one. Try not to let your chin tuck too much. So if you're just getting your biceps behind your ears by chin tucking, bring your chin up and then push your hands back behind you. Okay, now go to that T position. I want you to drop your chest a little forward, but you're still hinging at your hips. Dropping your chest does not mean rounding your shoulders forward. Squeeze those shoulder blades, and then airplane those arms, drop your chest a little bit more, and pulse. Here we go, round 2. Like I said, we're doing 3 total. Pulse those arms, pulse those arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, good. Sit back. Roll those shoulder blades out. Release that tension. I like this little stretch as well to get that deltoid and part of that rhomboid to stretch out. Go over the other side. Relax. I'm still breathing super hard. We're gonna do 1 more round. That's it, guys. Good job with this today. I see 1 more time if anybody's said any remarks for the moment. All right. Beatrix is in here. Love it. All right, last round. Jen Sparks, I know I pick on you. It's only because I love you. These are great for you. You should do these every day. Okay, hands up, wide feet. Again, I'm still on the Pilates analogy, moving those hands through two panes of glass, okay? We're on 5 squats here. Keep those hands up, up, up. Don't let those elbows bend. Okay, knees together. Hinge over and back up. Hinge over, back up. I'm hoping that by the time we're all locked down, it'll be time for boating and water ski season. So any of you that are into those activities, these motions are a great way to build that back strength in the meantime. Okay, hinge forward and airplane those arms. Again, my body is quiet here. I'm just moving through my arms, squeezing my shoulder blades back. And good. Kneeling position. Start with the hands tall, hand a little bit over your hips. And come back to this angle because I think it's easier for you to see. And again, I keep doing a little bit too. So check in. Are you dropping your chin a bunch to get your hands or your biceps away from your ears? Or are you using your back muscles? Don't tuck your chin. Okay, shoulders slightly forward, chest slightly forward. Grow that T and hold. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Make this last one a little bit shorter. I know you're tired. Okay, turn those palms up and do our airplane pulse. Really lock those triceps out. Squeeze those shoulder blades. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Drop into those shoulder rolls. Hang there for a second. Stretch that back out while I address you guys. All you guys that jumped in, even if it was your first time, thanks a lot for joining me. Again, if you guys want to share this with friends or family, that always supports us. And we're going to keep these going. I think you guys are seeing Sarah for a mat class tomorrow. For sure, it's Pilates and mat class, but it's either Sarah or Aaron. I'm pretty sure it's Sarah, but they're both wonderful, so you can't lose there. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Stay happy, stay healthy.